Welcome, bike paranormal investigators and mystery lovers, to another deep dive into the unexplained. Today, we're venturing into the hushed halls of museums and antique shops, places where history is preserved, but where something else might be lingering too. We're talking about the phenomenon known as the shadow figures of the artifacts. It's a chilling account that surfaces time and again from security guards, curators, and even casual visitors. Imagine you're walking through a gallery late at night. The only sound is the hum of the climate control. You glance down an aisle filled with ancient pottery and worn-out textiles. For just a split second, you see it, a dark, human-like shape standing near a display case. It's not a shadow cast by the lights. It's darker, more solid, but when you blink, it's gone. This is the most common report. Fleeting glimpses of dark, vaguely human forms. They are often seen near shelves or cases holding artifacts with a rich, and sometimes tumultuous, history. These aren't just your average shadows. Witnesses describe them as being void-like or cutouts in reality. They seem to absorb the light around them, creating a patch of pure, featureless blackness. They rarely interact, often just standing or moving silently before vanishing as quickly as they appeared. Some believe these figures are imprints, a kind of residual energy left behind by the people who once owned or were closely associated with the objects on display. Think about a warrior's shield, a queen's jewelry, a child's toy. These items were cherished, used in moments of intense emotion, from joy to desperation. Could that energy be so strong that it manifests visually, creating these silent, shadowy observers? What makes these encounters even more unsettling is the accompanying physical sensations. A common thread in these reports is a sudden and inexplicable drop in temperature. One moment, the room is a stable, climate-controlled temperature. Next, a pocket of intense cold air hits the witness. Security guards have noted on their rounds that these cold spots have no logical source. The vents are working fine. The windows are sealed. In the vicinity of a particular artifact, the air becomes icy. This phenomenon, known in paranormal circles as a cold spot, is often thought to signal the presence of a spirit drawing energy from its surroundings to manifest. When the shadow figure is seen, the cold is often at its most intense, and when the figure disappears, the temperature slowly returns to normal. Then there's the emotional component, which might be the most disturbing part of these encounters. People report experiencing sudden, overwhelming emotional shifts that don't feel like their own. One minute, you're feeling calm, maybe a little tired from walking, and the next, you're hit by a wave of profound sadness, a surge of unexplainable anger, or a chilling sense of dread. These feelings are often described as being completely alien, as if they're being projected onto the person from an outside source. A visitor looking at relics from a battlefield might suddenly feel an intense panic or aggression. Someone standing before a Victorian mourning dress might be overcome with a grief so deep it brings them to tears. Even though they have no personal connection to it, these emotional tides rise and fall with the sighting. As the shadow figure fades, the foreign emotion recedes, leaving the person feeling drained and confused, trying to make sense of what they just felt. So, what are these shadow figures? Are they the spirits of the artifact's original owners, forever attached to their most prized possessions? Could they be guardians, silently watching over these relics of the past? Or are they something else entirely? Entities drawn to the concentrated historical and emotional energy that saturates these collections. Skeptics would argue it's all a product of an active imagination, the play of light and shadow in a spooky setting, combined with the power of suggestion. And they might be right. The mind is a powerful thing. But the consistency of the reports from different people, in different locations, at different times, is hard to ignore. The combination of the visual sighting, the physical drop in temperature, and the intense emotional transference makes for a compelling pattern. It suggests that something more than just our imagination is at play in the quiet, shadowed corners of our world's collections. What do you think? Have you ever had a similar experience in a museum or antique store? Did you see something you couldn't explain or feel an emotion that wasn't your own? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to read them. These accounts remind us that history isn't just something we read about in books. It's a living, breathing energy that might just be waiting for the right moment to make its presence known. Thanks for joining me on this exploration into the unknown. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and ring the bell so you never miss an investigation. Stay curious, and see you next time.